Bam! I cut the camera on just in time. Like I said, y'all already know. Big shout outs to The Weeknd. Y'all know I feel so fucking empowered when this song comes on. Alright? And check out my people, not my people, the whole gang, the squad. These are people on freaking podcasts. Bam! Bam! Alright, now let me go ahead and get this set back up. Ooh, hold up. Oh, damn! I definitely skipped the part. I definitely messed that one up. But it's cool though. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man. I don't know. I might. Yo, now, y'all, right? I'm gonna let the music play for a little bit. But y'all, like I told y'all how I was switching it up a little bit in terms of where I'm doing, where I'm filming this at. Of course, this is still in my dorm. Well, this is still in my dorm building, but it is actually in the lounge area. All right, so my people on YouTube, my people on podcast, y'all ain't gonna be able to see. All right, my people on YouTube, you see. Lounge area, bam, bam, TV, bam, bam. There goes somebody right there. And there is the laundry room right across the way. All right, I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll mess around and do a little, what's it called? Dorm tour or whatever. I said tour. But anyway, I'm filming basically this particular episode, you guys. From here, just because my roommate was doing a little bit of studying, and I really was about to film there anyway. I mean, like film in the room, but I don't know, y'all. Listen, bro. All I gotta say is this: Kanye West voice. Wait till I get my money, right? I'm telling you, I gotta get my own spot. And when I mean my own spot, I mean like my own apartment. And then not only that, I gotta fuck around and get me a studio. Cause I don't know, with what I wanna do, I might be wildin'. I really might be wildin', but you know what? Fuck it, it is what it is, man. Shit, I'ma keep living life. I'ma keep shining this bright ass light. And you know what, man? Shit, hell. The world gonna have to deal with it, bro. They gonna have to fuck around and get lit. But anyway. I mean, you know what? Because y'all, I still fuck with this song. Like, listen, I just gotta keep shouting out The Weeknd, because when I listen to this song in the car, bro, listen, I don't know, something. It just gives me that extra oomph, that extra feeling to step on the gas. Like, bro, fuck this. I'm on my Fast and Furious shit. All right. You know what? Let me go ahead and stop the video. Not the video, but let me go ahead and stop the music before I get too caught up in it. All right, but again, for my people on podcasts, again, thank y'all so much for sticking with me as I'm going through and getting this camera reset up, and just basically just getting everything reset back up. But my people on YouTube, my people on the podcast, as far as this past question, don't worry, y'all. I'm not gonna spend too much long. I'm not gonna spend longer on it, just because. I low key at the moment I'm drawing blanks as for what I want to say about it. That's also the downfall of not fucking typing out your thoughts or whatever. But you know what? It's cool. It's still nice talking through, on the fly or really just in the moment. I'm not even gonna say on the fly. But anyway, this particular question that I answered was, what makes you laugh? All right, and again, everybody, people on YouTube, people on podcast, Spreaker, or Anchor, wherever site that you're tuning in from, y'all make sure that y'all leave it down in the comment sections below. What makes y'all laugh? All right, and not only that, I mean, I'll even take it a step further. The question came from thoughtcatalog.com. All right, shout out to them. But my twist on the question is, what makes you guys laugh? Especially when you're in a particular mode where you don't quite feel like laughing, whether that be sad, mad, angry, or whatever, right? But it's cool. But you know what? We're gonna move on to the next question. All right, the next question that I have for you guys is, if you were forced to leave your home and move to a country you've never been, what are 3 things that you take with you and why? Again, I'm going to keep reiterating this because I want to hear y'all's responses. All right. Now again, I'm aware of the fact that I'm making noise. I'm making noise, all right, in the forest, but ain't many people in the forest, all right? Now, again, I hope that, well, I know that it's going to change, but nonetheless, I'm still going to keep reiterating it regardless, all right? Y'all answer this down in the comment section below, and if y'all can't answer it in the comment section below, y'all hit me up on social media, excuse me, and y'all let me know. But anyway, right, again, the question still holds, still remains. If you were forced to leave your home and move to a country you've never been, what are 3 things you take with you? All right, now 3 things that I would take with me. Oh fuck! I wish I'd have grabbed it. I wish I'd have grabbed it before. I wish I'd have grabbed it before I left and came into the lounge area. But 3 things. I'll say the first thing that comes to mind. It may not necessarily be the most important. As I'm going through and trying to craft out what I would take, but I have if I were to show you guys, excuse me, and not only that, I did show you guys at some point, and I don't know, y'all probably be able to see it in some of my videos, like any of my videos that I've done, particularly this semester or last semester, because shit, I always had it on my bed. But and I ain't gonna hold y'all. Hell, I might be a little bit of a messy boo or whatever, right? But I have it is like a collection. It's like this only thing, like I just described it as a creation, right? But it's a whole bunch of lanyards, a whole bunch of a whole bunch of lanyards, a whole bunch of medals, and what else? And I also have, of course, my keys. Now, granted, these aren't on there now. I should have brought it again. I really should have brought it with me. I don't know, man. Damn, I was really pondering running to my room and grabbing it, but it's totally cool. It's cool. I'll just show you guys in the vlog, in like the vlog that I do this upcoming week. But it is essentially, again, like I said, a whole bunch of lanyards, a whole bunch of medals, and not only that, I have keys on there right now. And you know, when anybody sees it, they're like, oh, well, damn, that's a lot. What is that? Oh yeah, not only that, I have like hats also on it too. Now here is the thing, right? That is something of sentimental value, right? And not only that, I'll even also say and let it be known that to me is a championship. It's like John Cena championship. No, this is like a championship that I sort of kind of created, right? And not created in the sense of I went out and I just straight out and stopped yawning. But in the sense that I went out and bought any of what's on the lanyards. I tried not to, and not only that, but as the more and more that I get and I put on it, I haven't bought anything, and I'm going to try to keep it that way, because that's something. I don't know. The only thing that I can describe it as is like a whole lot of stain, a whole lot of work really put in is embodied within it, right? Because like the first lanyard that was put on the keychain and all that was an AB honor roll keychain that I got back when I was in middle school, and particularly I ended up getting that from like the one, like I ended up getting that in the 8th grade. Now, now I used to get those keychains, the first keychain that I'm talking about. I used to get those all the time in middle school, just because I was always damn. There wasn't a single like quarter that I had in middle school that I didn't have at the very least A's and B's, and I only had A's and B's, twice. So outside of two quarters, everything else has been all A's. So of course I got a lot of those lanyards, but I've only for whatever reason been able to keep one. I've lost all the other ones for whatever reason or the other, but so it has that. That's basically what it symbolizes, is like all the work that was put in during middle school, right? Of course, for me to even get to this particular point, that I'm making vlogs, I'm making gaming videos, making rap songs, writing a little bit of poetry and all that other sort of shit. The reason why I'm even writing poetry or whatever, it's connected to whatever I was doing in middle school, because everything that I was doing in middle school moving forward was all preparation for what I would do whenever I got to this particular moment. Whenever I got to Florida State, it's all been preparation for college work. That's also, I guess, another reason why. I don't know. Not that stressful elude me, but at least for this particular level, when it comes to college, I don't know. Maybe graduate school might be a little something. I don't know. Maybe. But as far as undergraduate, I've been preparing for this fucking stage for fucking years. So I ain't tripping off that. But nonetheless, though, that I guess that particular language, it means something. Not only that, again, it's connected to this particular work, this particular creation, this particular podcast, this particular episode. All right, it's even connected it connected and embodies this, for whatever reason, or in some way or another. But on top of that, it also has again a whole bunch of lanyards that I got from clubs. Well, I don't know where the fuck the yawn bug came. I'm the only one in here. I'm the only one in here. But anyway, but a whole bunch of lanyards that I've gotten and received, they came from my involvement within clubs. All right, and also that, of course, that's what I equivalent to work, because even in these particular clubs, I'll say this, right? So one of them is like a green lanyard that I got from this one group that came and gave presentations to myself and my fellow avid brothers and sisters. Right, but of course, in order for me to even, I guess, sit through that lecture or whatever, right, I have to be an avid, and I've been an avid ever since I freaking stepped foot in middle school, all the way up to the last day that I was in high school. All right, so that's a whole bunch of years of being in avid. Not only that, avid was the main thing that drove and was helping me prepare for college. All right. Not only that, there's a couple lanes that I got from my time in mock trial. And not only that, but I had a year where I was the mock trial team captain. All right. So there's that. Not only that, but there's also, again, medals. That there's a medal for, I don't know if they're still doing this particular, if they still have this award, but there is an award down in Fort Myers, Lee County, called is Celebrating Academic Student Success Awards, Celebrating Academic Recognition Student Success, something along those lines, right? And I was a part of the first group of Lee County students to receive that particular award. Now, and when I say a group of students, it was a small number, right? But it was me, it was myself, and it was 3 other elementary students. So again, I was a part of the first group, and they created that award the year that I received it, right? So technically, I was the first high school student to receive that award ever. I don't know if they're still doing it. I don't even know if they're even digging into the history like that. I'm pretty sure it'll be something later on down the line. But so that's that. And not only that, but I have a summa cum laude medal, of course, from the work that I put in when I was in high school. And I got a 5.35 GPA, weighted and unweighted. It was like 3.91, 3.93, something absurd like that, right? But nonetheless, I've been talking a good bit about that and that one item. I've been talking a good bit about that one item. But the second item that I would grab, especially me being so focused on, again, creating, not creating, because I've already created it. Now I'm at the point that I'm growing it, maintaining it, developing it, sustaining it. I'm at that particular point, right? But for the color spectrums, seeing it as I've established, I already have my constitution, y'all. I already have my constitution, and not only that, like, because I'm so serious about what I'm talking about, like, I might mess around. I might have like a formal video where I read my constitution. like I'm already doing it. I'm already going to do that and save the video. And I'm talking about like on my own, like for personal keeps. But I'm also going to have a version for, to be posted, because I'm dead serious about what I'm talking about. that's how serious I am. Or I said serious so many times. That's how strongly I feel about my creation, about what it is that I'm trying to do, right? But seeing that, of course, in the midst of all that's being created, right, you damn right I'm always going to keep a crown on my head, whether it be this, whether a nicer crown, something worse, whatever. I'll always keep a crown on my head, all right? Because if nothing else, if for whatever reason, I was shit, I fucked around, I hit rock bottom, I wasn't as involved in as many different organizations as I am now. If for whatever reason, if in the future I can't get politically involved, forget politically involved. If I just can't get involved in organizations and help the different communities, help the different people or whatever, if nothing else, I have my own shit. I got my own stuff. I'll always be king and I'll always be emperor of my own empires, my own kingdoms. All right. Of course, we'll see how shit goes with everything else. But with my shit over here, I'll always be king and emperor. Excuse me. That's why, in the event of a fire, I take my crown. Yeah, I take my crown. I take my crown. Now it would suck. Now the throne, I would take that. That's a heavy fucking thing. A heavy thing. I don't know. I think more so like. Wow, I'm trying to think. I think when it comes to the crown, like again, carrying a chair would definitely be something, but I think. There's something that there's a quote that I remember from Thor, and it always stuck with me. Thor's father, he was like, Asgard is not a place. Asgard is wherever our people stand. So and when it comes to, I guess, again, my kingdoms, my emperor, my empire, my wherever my throne lays or whatever. Again, it's not. I try not to. I do try to. Okay, well, establish. I'm in the process of trying to establish homes, establish staples for the color spectrum, but nonetheless, though, again, the color spectrum is wherever it is that I'm at, or wherever it is that I and everybody involved or everybody, who rocking with it, support it, is wherever it is that we are. But as far as the third thing, damn, I do have two teddy bears. I have two teddy bears that I've had ever since I was a kid, and like I have a whole bunch of teddy bears that I've had for a very long time. All right, but these two teddy bears are my most oldest toys. I've had these. These are my longest kept possessions outside of course, my physical body. Not even, because of course, my body, of course, is as old as I am. Well, it is me, right? But I've had these toys longer than I've had hair. I've had these toys longer than I've had a mustache. Now, yeah, a mustache, the little beard or scruff or whatever you want to call it, sideburns. Had it even longer than I've had glasses. So I've had these for a very long time. I think I'd take those two as my third slot. All right. Now, of course, we're coming up. All right, on a we really getting there up on time. I'm gonna double check this, but of course, now is the time where we get to the meat and bones. We're gonna get to the good shit. All right, but let me see. Okay, I got a little bit of time before this camera cuts out on me. All right. And by the way, y'all, thank y'all so much for sticking with me, of course, as always. But as far as the hot topic for this particular this particular episode, the hot topic is called the blockbuster attractions, right? And essentially, and as far as the source, I didn't actually quite click on a particular source. What I have is like immediate Google search, right? And of course, what I did is I put like the Google search link for like all of what I searched up, right? And of course, blockbuster, think movies, right? But the information that I really drew out and I like highlighted was that new movies, of course, are coming out between 2021 and 2022, right? And I have 6 freaking movies. All of these are super fucking bomb, right? So, Spider-Man, matter of fact, pause. All of these movies from what I saw are, like, again, on Google. Of course, one would have to go and double check, inspect, make sure. All right, so you guys don't necessarily, you may have also heard the same thing as what I'm about to tell you, but also carry a degree of skepticism, because perhaps some of these movies might be coming out this year. I don't know. All right, although this year is coming up on an end, so I don't quite know. It's always weird discussing years, because I don't know, because I don't know, maybe to me it feels like the school, like whenever school the school year starts, of course it's in the fall. To me, that feels like the beginning of the year, and in the actual beginning of the year doesn't. It just it feels flipped to me for whatever reason. Y'all let me know in the comment section below if you guys also feel the same way. Like the first part of the year feels like the last part of the year, and the last part of the year feels like the actual beginning. But whatever, right? But again, as far as the information, again, new movies are coming out between 2021 and 2022. And Spider-Man No Way Home, bam, that's one. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that's another. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, that's another. Thor, Love and Thunder, that's another. 5, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, that's another. And 6, John Wick 4. John fucking Wick 4. Wow, they really keeping that going. I hope they keep. I hope. I don't know, because they're already at 4, and Fast and Furious right now is at 10. I'm not saying that I want John Wick to be, compared to or to catch Fast and Furious, but I can definitely, I guess I'm trying to speak it out before it happens. I definitely can see John Wick going for having a couple more movies, and that'd be fucking awesome if they had like 6 John Wicks or 7 or even more. But anyway, but as far as and then of course even within these particular, like within the information that I provided, Spider-Man No Way Home has, from what I saw on the cast, it said right next to a couple spots down from Tom Holland, I saw Jamie Foxx as Electro, right? And of course, that makes sense taking into account the trailer. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer, but the trailer is fucking. I'll tell you this. I don't remember every specific thing that. No. I remember generally what I saw. But they have Jamie Foxx as Electro. At least it's posted on Google. And I don't feel like I'm enunciating that. But anyway. And what else? Oh, Thor: Love and Thunder, that now has Matt Damon as a part of the cast, which is going to be interesting. Like, I guess anytime they have they already have Marvel as a unit, they already have a bunch of big time players. So they just fucking keep adding, bro. They about to mess around and get John Cena. I don't know. Are they? John Cena's already in I don't know, one of those DC movies. I think Suicide Squad. He's already in one of them. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's off the table, but as far as John Wick 4, John Wick has added Donnie Yen and Scott Adkins. So, and you know what? Okay. This is the question that I had, right? And of course it's very general, but I'm always going to ask. How do you feel, and what do you think of the past movies and the new ones that are coming out, right? Basically of the movies that are connected to the ones that I've just mentioned. So just to I guess provide better clarification, right? Like, take John Wick 4 to let's focus on that. So how do you feel about John Wick? How would you guys feel about John Wick 4? All right, and also how do you feel about John Wick 3, John Wick 2, John Wick 1? This is very fucking loaded because there's a whole bunch of movies, to point out, a whole bunch of movies to really talk about. Black Panther 2, right? How do you feel about Black Panther 2 coming out? Also, how do you feel about Black Panther 1? Like, there is a fuck ton of shit to talk about. I'll start from John Wick 4 because I love John Wick 1, I love John Wick 2, I love John Wick 3, and I'm already calling it. I'm going to love John Wick 4. But what I will say is just the mere fact that I saw Donnie Yen and Scott Adkins. My fault. Let me get closer because I don't know. Because sometimes I be watching my videos and I be hearing that I don't enunciate clearly enough at sometimes. But the fact that they have Donnie Yen and Scott Adkins, John Wick has always been action-packed, but the mere fact that they have those two people added to Keanu Reeves, they are definitely, this is me speaking off a prediction, this is definitely going to be an action type of movie. This is going to be fight heavy. Oh, of course, they also, but it's John Wick, so they gonna have a gunplay. But the hand-to-hand combat is gonna be fucking lit. Cause Donnie, yeah, I'm trying to, because now Scott Adkins. When I hear and think of him, I think Undisputed. Like the first one, the second one. I don't quite know if they had any other ones after that. But I think those two movies, he can definitely throw that. Oh yeah, not only that, he was in Ip Man. Not only that, this pairing, Donnie Yen and Scott Adkins, they were both in Ip Man 4. So, and I haven't, listen, I saw Ip Man 1, I saw Ip Man, wow, let me enunciate. Ip Man 1, Ip Man 2, Ip Man 3. I saw all of those. I saw those 3. I had not saw 4. But